Hello friends, welcome to Education for You channel. I am Ashish. Today I am going to discuss important questions of MCS 12. MCS 12 is Computer Organization and Assembly Language Programming course of IGNOU MCA. It is common subject for BCA students also in IGNOU University. So if you want to pass MCS 12 with easiness, please go through this video and note down what are the important topics. Okay, also subscribe to our channel so that we will be uploading all important topics in our future videos so that you can have knowledge about all the topics. Currently I will be discussing only topics. Okay, that is, I will be telling in chapter 1 these are important topics. I will not go into explaining the topics. Okay, in the future videos I will be explaining the topics. Okay, so please subscribe to our channel. If you have any question, please ask in the comment section. So let's start with the important questions of MCS 12. MCS 12 is very vast subject. Okay, you need to pay attention to this subject because I have seen most of the students are stuck in this subject for more than 4 cycles of examination. But it is very simple if you know what are the important questions and how to answer them. Okay, so let's see what are the important questions in book 1 unit 1, that is the basic computer. You should know what is von Neumann architecture. Next, what is instruction execution. Okay, so question may come like, how is execution of an instruction done? Draw the flowchart of the instruction cycle. So please go through these topics. Another question may come like, what are the key features of von Neumann architecture? You will be easily answer what are the key features of von Neumann architecture. Similarly, what is the minimum set of registers for von Neumann machine? What are the functions of these registers? So please go through these questions and topics. Now coming to book 1 unit 2, that is data representation. You should know how to convert numbers in other format of numbers, such as you should know how to convert binary into octal and vice versa, binary into hexadecimal and vice versa, and you should be also able to convert decimal numbers into binary, octal, hexadecimal and vice versa. These are very easy and you will score 100% if you know how to convert. So next, you should know what is signed 2's complement and IEEE 32-bit format. Okay, so one number will be given, basically binary number will be given or decimal number will be given, and they will tell you to convert that number into signed 2's complement or IEEE 32-bit format. This is also very important topic because if you learn it, you will be scoring 100% marks. There is no chance of curtailing your score. Next topic is error detection methods. So please go through what is parity bit and why it is important in error detection. Okay, what is Hamming error correction code. Okay, so question may come like, what is parity bit and how even parity bit is used in error detection method. Now coming to book 1 unit 3, principles of logic circuits part 1. It is very important chapter. Okay, pay attention. You should know how to simplify a Boolean expression using K-map, that is Karnaugh map. And finally, you have to draw logic diagram using the simplified Boolean expression. You should know how to draw adder circuit, that is full adder and half adder. You should know what is multiplexer. So these are very important topics. Okay, please note down these topics and please go through them. I will be uploading more videos on each of these topics. So please subscribe to our channel. Now coming to book 1 unit 4, that is Principle of Logic Circuits 2. It is also very important chapter. Okay, you should be able to explain what is JK flip-flop, what is D flip-flop, what is T flip-flop. Question may come like, draw the logic diagram, characteristic table and excitation table for a T flip-flop or D flip-flop or JK flip-flop. Now coming to book 2 unit 1, that is memory system. You should know what is internal organization of 32x4 RAM. There is a diagram in the book. Please go through it and by heart or learn that diagram. It is very easy if you apply little bit logic. Okay. Next, you should know what is accessing disk data. Okay. There are two times related in this accessing disk data, that is one is seek time and another one is latency time. So you should be able to explain both of these. Next is cache organization. You should know what is cache organization, and there are three types of cache organizations. One is associative cache organization, second one is direct cache organization, third one is set associative mapping. So you should know what are these cache organization and you should be able to answer questions on that one. Next topic is memory interleaving. Then you should know types of RAM and types of ROM. Also you should be able to differentiate between RAM and ROM. RAM is random access memory and ROM is read only memory. Okay. Question may come, how many chips of 512K×8 are required for constructing 4M×32 memory? So I will be uploading video on this particular question. Okay, how to solve this question. So please subscribe to our channel. Now coming to book 2 unit 2, that is input output system. You should know what is program controlled IO, interrupt processing sequence, direct memory access. So these are three important topics in book 2 unit 2, that is input output system. Now coming to book 2 unit 3, that is secondary storage techniques. You should know what is CD-ROM, what is DVD-ROM, how the data is read, how the data is written if it is DVD RW or CD RW. Okay. Now coming to book 3 unit 1, that is instruction set architecture. You should know instruction set and its characteristics and what are the addressing modes. There are different types of addressing modes available. Okay, such as direct addressing, indirect addressing, like that. So you should know what are different addressing modes. This is also very important. Now coming to book 3 unit 2, that is registers, micro operations and instruction execution. It is also very important chapter. You should know what are micro operations, what is instruction pipelining, and you should know what are the general registers of a processor. Okay, this is very important because you have to learn assembly programming language also for your this course, and for lab also. So please know these operations and topics. It will be helpful in developing or writing assembly programming language. Okay, now coming to book 3 unit 4, that is the control unit. Let us see what are the important questions. You should know what is fetch cycle and what is micro programmed control. Okay, these two topics are important in this chapter. Coming to book 3 unit 5, that is reduced instruction set computer architecture. It is also known as RISC, RISC. Okay, so you should know what is RISC architecture. It is very important topic. Okay, repeatedly asked question. And what are RISC features? So RISC features and RISC architecture you should know. Now coming to book 4 unit 1, that is microprocessor architecture. You should know addressing modes. In the previous block also we have seen you should know what are the different addressing modes of a general purpose microprocessor. So in this unit also the same has been repeated. Book 4 remaining chapters, you should know how to write programs in assembly language. Okay, so all the chapters pertaining to book 4 specifically tell you how to write programs in assembly language. So for example, question may come, write a 8086 assembly language program to interchange 2 byte sized numbers stored in consecutive memory locations. Another question may come like, write an assembly language program to find the smallest number in a byte array of size 10 which is stored at location array. Make suitable assumptions. Another question may come, write an 8086 assembly language program to add 5 byte numbers stored in an array. The result should be stored in AX register. So these are the important questions, friends. Please go through them once again and note them down. Also please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Also don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get future notifications. If you have any questions, please ask them in comment section. Thank you.